It is November, which means we should be very soon getting our Game of the Year nominations for the year 2025. It's always a fun time to look back and see what is considered to be the best and greatest video games that have come out this year. Usually I find them very easily predictable. Last year I struggled. I was trying to decide if it was between Astro Bot and Metaphor ReFantazio. I gave the nod to Metaphor. I thought they might actually surprise us with the more unique title, but instead they in fact ended up going with Astrobot, so I was wrong for a change, but usually 90% of the time I am right, and I'm here to tell you right now, because you know you clicked on this to hear me tell you this, that Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is without a doubt at this point going to win Game of the Year, and it's not even close. That isn't to say there weren't very great games. There were some amazing titles out there that were highly, well-received type of video games that definitely deserve the Game of the Year nod. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 comes to mind. Split Fiction definitely could be up there. Hades 2 now should probably get a nod. You can also expect Hollow Knight Silk Song, Donkey Kong Bonanza. You definitely have a decent options here that have come out that could definitely be contenders, and I think a lot of people say it's a lot more unknown as to what video game is going to win this year. But I'm telling you right now, after looking at all the possibilities and after just mentioning even these titles, no guys, it's not even close. The Metacritic thing will say they're all close with 91, 92 ratings, but rest assured, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is going to win Game of the Year, without a doubt. Because here's the thing that really makes Clair Obscur stand out compared to the rest of these games like Death Stranding 2, for example, another critically well-acclaimed video game. But here's the thing, and this is what I'm going to mention this, and this is why it's going to win. It's not a sequel. Death Stranding 2 is a sequel, and it improves upon its predecessor, Yippee-ki-yay. Hollow Knight Silk Song is technically a prequel, but it's really a sequel of sorts, and it's just like Hollow Knight, and it just tries to improve, especially on the platforming side of things, and it's more challenging. But yeah, it's still just a sequel. Hades 2 improves in many ways upon the predecessor of Hades, which was a great video game, but again, it's also a sequel. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a sequel. So do you see where I'm getting at? A lot of these games aren't doing anything that is earth-shattering. They're just improving upon an already existing formula, and Clair Obscur especially is taking old formulas and making them feel new again, and is doing a lot more to help move the video game industry as a whole forward and really help us learn about what makes video games special all over again. Whereas last year, when Astrobot won, it was a nice, awesome reminder that video games at the core and heart of everything else need to be fun focused. And I think it was great that Astrobot won, because it reminds us that that is definitely a huge, important factor when we decide on what makes a video game special. Clair Obscur is basically saying every facet of video games are special, because everything about this game is straight up spectacular. In a lot of ways, the Game of the Year is always trying to be more narrative focused. A lot of them usually do and have a very impactful narrative with some great core, gameplay, but they're also typically narrative focused. It's why last year I actually thought Metaphor was going to win, because if you just even look at the previous winners, in 2020, what was it? The Last of Us Part 2. In 2018, it was God of War. In 2023, it was Baldur's Gate. In 2022, it was Elden Ring. And one thing that you could always look at when you look at Game of the Years is that they had really fun gameplay, but they also had this very, very impactful narrative that had something to say. And Clair Obscur has that exact thing. It has a very, very impactful narrative with a lot of stuff to say. And on top of it all, that gameplay is so unique. You take Legend of Dragoon meets Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, meets traditional Final Fantasy turn-based RPG elements, meets, I mean, you name it, man. They took turn-based RPGs and made them relevant again, made people want to play that genre again. We always see how all these big companies and people saying, turn-based RPGs are dead, guys. They're all dead. But Clair Obscur's like, nay, I say. It's here, and it's here to stay, and it's better than ever. Expedition 33 has the best voice acting out there from any of the games that have released this year. It has the best soundtrack. It has the best combat. It has the best story. It has the best almost everything you could possibly measure. If they weren't trying to just hand out these awards so that all these other video games can feel special for winning an award, honestly, the best voice acting should go to the Clair Obscur. The best soundtrack should go to Clair Obscur. The best narrative should go to Clair Obscur. The game of the year should go to Clair Obscur. Donkey Kong Bonanza objectively does not compete. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Death Stranding 2, objectively, it does not compete. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, it does not compete. So I'm here to tell you right now, before you get your hopes up, if there's another game that's your personal favorite, and I hope that's fine, it's 100% okay. Maybe your personal favorite game is Split Fiction or one of the other ones that I mentioned. I just don't want you to get your hopes up, because I'm here to tell you right now, and you can come back and rub it in my face if I'm wrong, but I'm not. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is 100% going to win the Game of the Year at the Game of the Year Awards show. It's just what's going to happen, guys. It's like when Baldur's Gate 3 was nominated. People tried to tell me that Zelda Tears of the Kingdom was going to compete, and I told them, no, it's not. It's just not going to happen, and look what happened. So it's that same situation this year. I am fully 100% confident and would bet money that Expedition 33 is going to win Game of the Year. There are just some years where it's just that you know what I'm saying? It's like Elden Ring. Everybody knew Elden Ring was going to win. Everybody knew Baldur's Gate 3 was going to win, and people are trying to say it's a lot more competitive this year, but it's not, man. It's not. Expedition 33 is going to win. I am Bradley Overrated, out like a trout. Praise be the Evan, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.